All right. Okay, so in this one, I wanted to talk about figures and tables. I definitely don't know everything about figures and tables. This has been one thing I just worked on over the last couple weeks. Okay, so we're back down where we are. I added just a new page to play with. I would say the first tip for success for figures and tables is if you do it once, just copy the format and it works. Just copy that formatting, change the contents. The basics, I would say, for figures, let's start there, is that if you want a figure in your thing, you got to upload it. So the first thing to do is, oh no, this is going to be a mess. Nope. No, I can't. There we go. Fluids. There we go. Homework one images. Great. Let's pick one. Yeah, sure. Oh, actually, that one's already in there. Let's grab this one. Great. Okay, so it's going to upload it. And then what I'm going to do is, because I've already typed a figure out earlier in here and I like the way it was formatted, is I'm going to go grab it. And I totally recommend you do this also. I've shared this template, so just go steal it. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to delete the name and I'm going to delete the caption. And I'm going to change the reference. Okay, so here's our figure text, which I've stolen. Slash centering means center my figure. I think you can do left or right as well. Again, double check the commands by Googling them. This is how exactly it's supposed to be formatted. I'm not 100% clear. This means float, and I think the exclamation point means try really hard to shove it up close to where it's located in the text, but it doesn't always put it exactly where you have it in your code. Sometimes it gets bumped to the next page, and that's sort of annoying. I would say Google the different location options for figures, and if it's not working for you, try a couple ones. Okay, so our base thing here is include graphics. We're going to scale the graphics, so that's going to make it larger or slower, and then we're going to put the name of the the name of the file we just uploaded, plot underscore 2dc, and that's this guy. Okay, great. And then underneath it, we have two more commands. Hey, cool. So you can see it's recompiled. It's added it. So this is our caption goes here, and then we need a label. It doesn't matter what your label is. Doesn't matter what your label is. What the label is going to let you do. Okay, then we end our figure. There are more figure formatting options. I haven't used them. So words go here, and then the reason you put a label is let's refer to figure, and we're going to type a ref command. And now what you can see here is, why is this not? There we go. Okay. Now you can see our reference gives us an options for everything we have that has a label on it. So there we go. So this says so it says figure. I can't point. Oh no, really? Okay, I've never seen that before. Hey, there we go. Now it worked. Okay, so what we've actually written is reference the table above, or the figure above. What it actually put into our output is figure 2. This is really good for a longer paper. You don't have to worry about numbering. Just call them something you recognize, and then it'll sort out numbering even if you move figures and text around. Okay, let's do tables real quick. We're at 4 minutes. Okay. Okay, so tables. Tables suck. I would honestly say don't make your tables in LaTeX. You can. I would say you can modify formatting in LaTeX, but I googled it, and here's a website that makes LaTeX tables. So I'm gonna say new table. I happen to have one in Excel, which I'm comfortable with Excel. So normally I make like tables in Excel because I don't know, it's easier anyway. What is it? 6 rows and 3 columns. Okay, and I'm pretty sure this tool will actually just let me do this. Hey, it does. Okay, awesome. And then this one will let me type my caption here, and so we're gonna say this is a table caption. Awesome. And now I'm going to hit generate. And what I get here is this, oh, and you can type your label again. So here it says tab colon whatever. That's fine. Now I get my code output, and I can take my code. Nope, that's not where that is. Take my code over here and go begin table. Woohoo. Uh, let's recompile this real quick. I think it's going to do it. It's going to force me to do it by hand. And okay, this is the insanity. This is, oh, you know what? I think that's, I don't have my, let's copy our same formatting requirements in here and see if that fixes this, because I don't like the way that worked. There it goes. Okay. Normally you'd probably have some more space. If you don't like it, you could, if you're like, there's not enough room there, you could put some V space in if you want. Anyway, okay, so let's look at our table real quick. So you can see we've got our begin table. It's left justified right now, which maybe you want that, maybe you don't. If you want it to be centered, let's do centering. And so now everything inside of our table, inside between the begin and end table commands, should be centered. There we go. Okay, so another thing that's awkward about this table right now is there are no lines around it or anything. If we look up, again, we've got a caption, we've got our label, and then we've got begin tabular, and that's actually where the tabular data is going. So we've got our first row. Every item in a table is separated by an and symbol. 2 backslashes here mean paragraph. In this case, it separates everything, like it says new line. Otherwise, it would just keep extending your table across. Here, these just look like lines. These are L's. What this is actually saying is this is saying you have 3 columns, and each of these columns should be left justified. So if I want my content centered, it's a little subtle, but if I type CCC, now it should center each item within each cell. And that was sort of a subtle change, but hopefully that was apparent. You can try that at home as well. If we want dividers, the way we do that is we go shift backslash, right, which is our vertical line, and I'm going to put dividers between each of them, and this should give us dividers between our table. Cool. So now we have vertical dividers between our table, but still kind of want some more stuff. Okay, so under my begin tabular, hopefully this is where it goes. I'm going to go H line, and then at the end, let's actually make sure that works first before I get ahead of myself. There we go. Okay, so we put an H line before the first row. Makes sense, right? Okay, now we're going to do the same thing. Oop. Same thing down here, and let's hit recompile. And that didn't work. What happened? Oh, what happened is we added a new line within our tabulars, so we need to add 2 backslashes here. Hey, there we go. Okay, and that's kind of what I wanted to cover with tables. You can do exactly the same thing with references as we did with figures. Here's our label. So if you type a ref/ref command, this item should show up on the drop-down list, or you can type it in by hand. And that's kind of how tables work. Again, I would recommend make your table in Excel and then just use like a LaTeX table generator. I found that to be much easier. Anyway, I hope this is helpful, and I will talk to everyone later.